I took 2 modules of Japanese when I was in college. That was about 3 years ago, and at this point I think I've forgotten a lot. Whew. といけない。
いけない。
ですか? What?
ヒロ、長時間働かないといけないんですか?
Okay. So, at the start of this year, I made it my goal to pick up Japanese in 2022, and that's exactly what we're going to do together in this video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but in the first episode I want to review all of the hiragana and katakana. I'm going to be using YouTube for that because I did that prior and it worked then, so let's see how much I remember. Once I have a familiar grasp again on hiragana and katakana, then I'm going to jump into Link and get started through the Beginner 1 course, and I think that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. Although it's been 3 years since I've done any Japanese, I learned it then, and no matter what anybody says, languages just don't disappear entirely from your brain. That's not how it works. Yeah, so I'm going to do the 20-minute review version of the hiragana, and I'll see how it goes, and then I'll go jump straight into the katakana. Okay, we're on hiraganaquiz.com. They're going to show me the hiragana. I'm going to have to type in the romaji, and then we'll see how many I get right. Okay, I think that went pretty well. Not perfect. Not perfect. I kept mixing up ne and re, sa and chi, I think. I'll put them on the screen. But yeah, let's time it. 3:30. I'm going to go make a coffee and then we'll start with the katakana. Now that was much harder than hiragana. I guess I don't remember as much katakana as I thought I would. Change of plan. Instead of trying to learn all the katakana today, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to go into Link and maybe do something later on today. And then every time I'm studying Japanese, I'll revise katakana until I remember them. It's a good plan, I think. Okay, see you later then. So this is the homepage. As you can see, I know 119 words at the moment, and these are things just like numbers and stuff that I remembered from when I used to study Japanese. So we're going to go into courses. We're going to select Beginner 1, and this is basically what I plan to be doing throughout this episode. Let's call it episode. Throughout this part 1 of learning Japanese anyway. So as you can see, the green progress bar, I'm almost finished greetings and goodbyes. I'm going to do that now. Then I might move on to the N5 stories, and N5 is the lowest level of the Japanese exam. Then I might do, I know Who is She is quite good. There's quite a lot of them. There's 26 parts of this. So maybe I'll do the eating out and learn some restaurant dialogue first. Anyway, let's jump into greetings and goodbye, and we will do one of the lessons together. So we'll do part number 5. So, okay, the thing is playing. If you're looking at the screen now, which you are, because I put it onto the screen, you can see that there's a Romanized alphabet above. Since we learned hiragana, I'm going to take that off. We're going to reader settings. Here we go, down at the end here, we have Asian script settings. For these beginner lessons, there tends to be no kanji, not to scare you off too quickly. Once we do find some kanji in the text, I'm going to switch it to hiragana. So, okay, let's... If you've seen my previous video on Link, you'll know that the blue words are those that I've never seen before. And if I click them, iku, which is to go, I already knew that. You can also see there's different translations here, so I'm going to click known for this one. I'm going to do that for every single word here, but first of all, I'm going to try and read it. Okay, so doko ni ikun desu ka?
Doko ni ikun desu ka?
Doko ni ikun desu ka? Ie ni kaeru? Ie ni kaeru tokoro desu. Place about to on the point have only just... Okay, so ie is house. Ie kaeru is to return, to come home, to go back. Okay, ie ni kaeru tokoro desu. I'm going home. Okay. I'm going to finish the rest of this off and then I'm going to jump back on with you later and we'll see how it goes. So the internet kind of gave up in the house and cut my study session a little bit short, but we made it to 128 known words in Japanese. We have saved already 150 or so words. Can you see that? There we go, sort of. I just want to clarify, this isn't a challenge I've set myself. I've done language challenges before and they're fun, but I want this one to be a relaxed learning experience to show you that it's not always a race when it comes to language learning and you want to take your time, and that's what we're going to do together. See how long it takes me with Nihongo. Okay, so it's been a day or two. It's been a few days. And I am at lesson 9. On this eating out restaurant themed dialogue for beginner 1, although I got to say this was and still is extremely difficult. Not extremely difficult, I'm managing, but for beginner 1 this is tough. This is a native conversation basically between two Japanese people. Yeah, so it isn't the easiest, but we're getting through it. I think we're going to do number 9 together and then we'll call it an episode. Okay, let's go through it really quickly. As you can see, a lot of blue words, a lot of unknown words, but a lot of yellow words as well, the ones that I've seen before. I always do this in sentence mode because honestly, it's too difficult otherwise. So, 今の会社には5年ほど勤めています。
はい、今の会社には5年ほど勤めています。
5年ほど勤めています。
ほど。
ほど。Approximately or about.
勤めて。
勤めて。To work for, deploy, to service in, to serve to. Okay. います。
今の。
So 今の会社 would be current company. So regarding to my current company, 5 years approximately.
勤めて。
To work います。I'm working. I'm okay.
ヒロ、長時間働かないといけないんですか?
Okay. 長 It's a long time. 長時間働かない働かないといけないですか? What? To have to work for a long time, okay, but how does this actually work? So, 長時間働かないといけないWhere must ですか? Okay. Plain form, verb plain negative plus といけない have to must do something. Okay. So I suggest you always like highlight something in case, because sometimes it gives you meanings like this. 長時間働かないといけないんですか?
ヒロ、長時間働かないといけないんですか?
So this lesson is difficult, but listen to this. I'm going to try and say it out and then I'll translate it. 成功するためには頑張らないと. To be successful, you have to do hard work, or you have to work hard. So with that in mind, let's power through to the end of this. Okay, next sentence. やって分だけ身になるっていうでしょう. You get out what you put in, as they say. Never mind, I lied, one last one. Because the sentences you learn from Lingua are definitely better than Duolingo, because look at this one. That is easier said than done in Japanese. So, 言うのは簡単ですけど、実行するのは大変ですね. Okay, now to document really quickly some stats. From the first episode, we have gotten to 265 known words. We've saved 676 links, and we've read 7,000 632 words in Japanese. I would appreciate if you let me know by leaving a like, or if you tell me in the comments if you like this style of video, because I've never done one of these before and it's kind of fun to make to show you what I do to learn the languages that I'm learning. So in case you want this series to continue, the next episode installment of Learning Japanese with Kyle, we are probably going to go into the mini stories. So there's 60 of them, so we're going to keep me busy for a very, very long time. And I think these are the most beneficial part of Link, at least in the beginning when you can tackle these, because, oh well, you'll see anyway, there's so much useful content in this. Words, verbs, grammar, all of that shebang. We also might do some of the Who is She series, because the lessons are shorter, in case we don't have a lot of time during the week, because I've started my practical, my internship. Regardless of how much time I have to record what I'm actually learning, I will be using the playlist function on Link to listen to the audio of the lessons as much as I can. But yeah, that's everything for this one. Yeah, matane.